What's up, guys? I get it all the time. Nick, I don't have any money. How do I get into insurance? Insurance is a pay-to-play business. You got to buy leads. You got to buy marketing. Otherwise, you are not in business. You are in sadness. Leads are the lifeblood of business. Every top agent will tell you the exact same thing. Buy more leads. Why is that? Because leads are clients. They're like little investments that turn into big investments. So whether you buy Medicare leads, life insurance leads, annuity leads, supplement leads, it doesn't matter. Just buy a lot of them because you need the law of large numbers to help you in the scale. For example, and I've used this example before in other videos, I had a guy who made 25 grand in 1 month. It was freaking amazing. I was like, first month in the business, get the fuck out of here. I was like, this guy, legend in the making. I was like, I recruited the greatest, like, I am the most genius recruiter. I finally have someone on the team that gets it, did everything I told him to do, like a little soldier ant. He was like, boom, 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 Nick, I did it all. I made the sales. Here's my apps. Here's this, here's that. Didn't have any cancellations. I was like, dude, you're going to get a charge. It's going to happen. Like, just prepare, be ready. He was like, okay. And like, didn't happen yet. So problem with this guy. He made all this money selling life insurance, spent it on stupid shit. You know, he went out and he bought like a Rolex and he bought something else. And I'm like, dude, like, how much money did you put away for your leads? He's like, oh, well, you know, last month I spent like 6 grand on leads. Like, I got some left over. I'm going to call him again and try to make some more money. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Whoa, I told you not to do that. I said, hey, keep at least 6 grand. 7 grand, whatever's needed, probably a little more. Take your profit, 7 grand back into business, buy your leads. He literally Dikembe Mutombo'd me. He was like, no. I got leads left over. I'll call them back. I'm like, you're going to call the leads you called the shit out of before and try to sell them again or someone else? You didn't get a hold of them last month. Why? It's a month old now. Like, you've called them 20 times. Whoa, you're blowing my brain. Anyway, so funding your business. So what do you do when you have no money? So the example I just gave you was a guy who spent his entire nut, 6 grand on leads, did everything right, made all his money back, almost times 5, and then spent it on stupid shit. We're not going to do that. Please don't do that. If you do that, you're welcome to join my team, but I'm going to call you and tell you you are retarded. You are not bright. You are dim. Stupid. So what do you do if you don't have any money? Nick, I don't have any money. I can't start insurance. I can't make any leads. You can join an FMO that gives you leads, but you're going to be wearing golden handcuffs. You're never going to own your book. They're going to own it, and they're going to wait for you to quit and then take all your clients. Don't go down that road. Or you can be an adult and get yourself a credit card. Now, I'm not recommending that you go into a hellacious amount of debt. I'm recommending that, number 1, you need to build your credit score, and number 2, get a credit card that has like $1,000 limit. If you spend $1,000 on leads and you can't make that money back, number 1, there's normally credit cards now that have a 12-month zero interest payment. If you don't have credit, I'll go over that with you. If you have no credit score, I'll go over that stuff with you as well. But if you have any kind of credit score, you can purchase these leads, spend $1,000 or $1,500, whatever you're comfortable at. I recommend $1,500 on leads. Go out and sell and make the money back and pay the credit card off. And with a 12-month zero interest setup, that's like $150 a month for your payment to pay it off in a year with no interest. And that'll get you started. That starts the wheels in motion. And why I say that is, number 1, $150 a month to find out if insurance is right for you. That's a really fair, that's a 1 year, you screwed up. Oh, the insurance sucks. I don't like it. I lost $1,500. It's not the end of the world, and you don't owe it all at once. You can pay it over the course of the year. That's really fair to me, and I've had a lot of people with success do that. They literally say, all right, Nick, I got my credit card. I got a $2,000 limit. I'm going to go spend $1,000 on leads, and that makes it about $80 a month if I say, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, absolutely, that's fair. Here's where you buy your leads. Here's where you do this. Here's this. Spend their $1,000. They make their calls. They follow the script. They do everything they're supposed to do. And they normally will make $2,000 to $3,000 very quickly. Some people make more. I've had a guy make as much as $8 off $1,000 worth of leads. And that was pretty incredible. That's 8 times the return on leads. And I say the first things first. Okay, great. You just made $3,000. Don't forget about your leads. You gotta buy leads again. So $1,000 is coming off of that. You made $2,000. So you can make your credit card payment, go through, pay it off, and restart. Pay it off this month. Here's $1,000 for those leads. Use the credit card again. Whack it for $1,000. It's due next month. Pay it off again. Whack it for $1,000. Once you get more comfortable, normally by your third cycle, your third month in the business of showing you can do it, I'm going to say, okay, first things first. We're going to pay off our credit card. We're going to call the credit card company, and we're going to increase our limit a little bit. We're going to say, let's go to $5,000. And now we're going to spend $2,500 on leads, and we're going to see if we can turn $2,500 into $5,000 to $10,000. And now you're starting to make real income. So that's the first way you do it. You can get a credit card to fund the business. The other way you can do it is you can borrow money from friends and family. You can save money from your current job, or there's a couple other ways you can do it. I'm not going to get into them here. If you want to know the real secrets of what you could do, there's a few questionable ways you could do it. You can join the team and I'll go over those with you. The last thing I'm going to say is you can get a personal line of credit from most banks and credit unions. It'll have a higher interest rate, but normally has pretty good terms. And for me, before I ever even put a dime in the bank, I have a pretty good credit score. They offered me $8,000 at 3%. They were like, yeah, Nick, we'll give you a $8,000 loan, personal loan at 3.5%, with like a 24-month term, something like that. It was crazy. And I was like, just give me $8,000. They're like, yeah, we'll put it right in your account. All you have to do is sign off on this, and here's the paperwork. And if I paid it off in the 24 months, I'd get hit for 3% total. If I didn't pay it off, it would turn to a 7% loan on an 8-year. It was a whole thing. But that's one way to fund the business so that you can buy your leads and not have to borrow money from friends and family, because borrowed money does not really stick as much as loaned money. If you owe that money, you're going to pay it much, much sooner and take it much, much more serious. You bought the leads, you took the loan, you are under pressure now to make these sales. That's a good thing. It motivates you to do it, because if you just had an extra, I know a bunch of guys that run other businesses or other sales guys, and they're just like, yeah, Nick, I bought $2,000 worth of leads. I didn't really call them too much. I made a sale or two, but it kind of sucked. I wasn't that into it. Well, they're making money somewhere else. They don't care. It's not important to them. Always keep that in your mind. So that's the main way I recommend funding the business. If you have questions about it, comment them below. It's also a great way to build your credit score. So if you don't have good credit, DM me, questions below, join the team. I'll go over what you can do to build your credit. Talk to you soon.